I still can't believe that Jay-Z denies that this is his kid. Jay-Z's alleged son Rymir just recently spoke to the Daily Mail again, pleading for Jay-Z to finally take a paternity test that he's been avoiding for the last 10 years. If you do not know, this man Rymir Satterthwaite has spent the last few years being very vocal about the fact that he believes Jay-Z is his father. And now Rymir is taking this to the Supreme Court. Rymir alleges that when his mother was 16 years old, she had a very brief fling with Jay-Z when he was 22.
I never asked for money. I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really, why you, what is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over.
After the court finally gave Jay-Z's alleged 31-year-old love child, Rymir Satterthwaite, the right to demand a paternity test, the streets went crazy with chatter. Suddenly, whispers turned into headlines, and even Beyoncé's behavior started getting dragged into the spotlight. People close to her claim she's been acting erratic, which isn't shocking considering the years she's allegedly been left in the dark. Plus, those chilling rumors that Jay-Z once threatened Rymir's life if he didn't drop his claims. Rymir has supposedly been trying to reach Jay-Z for over a decade, desperate to prove his truth.
By the time Rymir was born in 1993, his mother was no longer in contact with Jay-Z. However, she had recently gotten back together with her high school boyfriend. At the time, she made the decision to put that boyfriend, Robert, on Rymir's birth certificate.
His entire case rests on what his late mother told him before she tragically passed away at just 45 from a heart attack. According to Rymir, his mother revealed she had a secret affair with Jay-Z back when he was 22 and she was only 15, something that instantly had fans' jaws dropping. The timeline alone has people questioning everything about Hov's past, and it's sparking debates that refuse to die down. What's making this even heavier is that Jay-Z was already hit with similar accusations just months ago, so when the news broke that the court actually granted Rymir's plea to move forward, the gossip spread like wildfire.
So now the first time that Rymir sues Jay-Z is in 2010. A court in Pennsylvania then orders genetic testing for Jay-Z, Rymir, and the high school boyfriend that was on the birth certificate. And what do you know? It comes out that the high school boyfriend, Robert, was not Rymir's father. Jay-Z, however, never responds to the court documents until the case gets dismissed. In 2012, Rymir then goes ahead and sues Jay-Z, this time in the state of New Jersey. Jay's lawyers fight back, saying that the court has no jurisdiction over Jay-Z because Jay-Z has no business ties, no homes to the state of New Jersey. A judge dismisses the case. Rymir's lawyers quickly appeal, and they bring back tax documents as well as deed documents that show a Sean Carter from New Jersey who does have ties to New Jersey. Jay's attorney tells the court that she initially misspoke when she said that he had no ties to the state of New Jersey because she truly did believe that he only lived in New York City. However, they fight back and say, well, there's no proof that the Sean Carter in those tax documents is actually Jay-Z. So crazy to say, but that works, and they dismiss the case again. Now the NAACP and the ACLU are fighting on Rymir's behalf. Rymir then sues Jay-Z again in 2014, and it is dismissed again on the same basis that they can't prove that the Sean Carter in those documents is Jay-Z. Now Rymir is taking this to the New Jersey Supreme Court, and he's asking that all documents be unsealed all the way back to 2012. And he's asking Jay-Z to just take the test. In 2016, right before her death, his mother, Wanda, actually made a public statement saying that she supports Rymir and that Jay-Z was actually his father. Rymir has claimed time and time again that he's not looking for anything except validation and the truth.
Fans, bloggers, and even celebrities couldn't resist weighing in. Nicki Minaj and 50 Cent, two people who never miss a chance to throw shade, were quick to jump into the drama. Nicki's retweet about Jay-Z trending had social media in shambles, especially when she added her cryptic "Glory to God" comment. And 50, well, trolling Jay-Z is basically his favorite hobby at this point.
New lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
Right. To us, black excellence.
that had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch.
Oh,
Like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year.
The court has now demanded that Jay-Z officially respond to Rymir's paternity lawsuit by July 18th, and the clock is ticking. Fans are already speculating whether this deadline is why Jay-Z was suddenly trending everywhere. To make it even messier, Nicki's involvement isn't random. She's allegedly been holding a grudge against Jay-Z for years. Word is, when she first signed with Roc Nation, he scammed her out of serious money, and she never forgave him. Meanwhile, 50 Cent doesn't keep it personal. He just loves clowning everyone. But with Jay-Z, it's also about that long-standing competition over respect, legacy, and who really owns the crown in hip-hop. In a follow-up tweet that sent fans into a frenzy, Nicki Minaj didn't hold back. She doubled down with a bold claim, writing, "I'm going to use some of the money Jay-Z owes me to send my barbs to college, pay their tuition, and wipe out their student loans. We've already calculated the number, somewhere between $100 to $200 million. Jay-Z, call me and settle this karmic debt because the interest is only getting bigger." That kind of statement instantly blew up online, with her fan base hyping her up and dragging Jay-Z for allegedly playing with people's pockets. But here's the wild part. Nicki still added, "You're still in my top 5 though, let's get it." It was a mix of shade and respect, which only made the internet spin harder. Then, to add more chaos, known industry voices like Choke No Joke reposted 50 Cent's message, throwing gasoline on the fire with their own digs. One of the harshest lines spreading around was, "Now I can see how they're about to take Jay-Z's piece off the chessboard. Genius, what a game of chess. Call this checkmate. Jay-Z, your goose is cooked." The language got even sharper, with some claiming this scandal would be the straw that breaks the camel's back, even predicting this would be Jay-Z's last time working a Super Bowl gig. People started speculating that once the DNA results hit, Jay-Z's legacy wouldn't just take a hit in the courtroom, it would spill over into his pockets, his brand, and his entire empire. Social media was ruthless, calling this the possible downfall of Roc Nation and mocking Jay-Z with sarcastic Happy Father's Day messages. The timing couldn't be worse, because reports began surfacing that Beyoncé herself might be preparing to walk away after Rymir won his latest legal round. Sources say the Queen Bey is furious, so much so that she's even thinking about delaying her tell-all book that she's been working on for years. For a man who has built a career on control, power, and carefully guarded secrets, this battle with Rymir seems like the one storm he can't dodge. Insiders say Jay-Z tried everything to push Rymir away quietly, but the 31-year-old has stood firm, fighting for nothing more than the truth. And with his family standing right behind him, it looks like the cracks in Jay-Z's kingdom are finally showing. Beyoncé has always been one of the most private megastars on the planet, but make no mistake, she documents everything. For more than a decade, insiders say she's been secretly working on her memoir, carefully gathering notes, journals, and receipts. The word is she's getting major backing from powerful figures in the industry who want her to finally set the record straight. And what exactly would she expose? Everything from her marriage struggles and Jay-Z's rumored cheating to that infamous elevator fight with Solange, and now this alleged love child that just won't disappear from the headlines. Comedian Cat Williams even chimed in recently, claiming that the new season of Truth is about to reveal every single lie hidden under the Carter dynasty's polished image. According to him, it all started with P. Diddy's controversies, and now Jay-Z and Beyoncé are officially in the hot seat.
No matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
Williams isn't the only one stirring the pot. Social media is drowning in theories about whether Queen Bey is quietly preparing her life jacket to escape a sinking marriage. Fans are convinced she's already mapping out her exit strategy and that her long-awaited memoir could double as her grand reveal. And the public, they're brutally divided. One user online didn't hesitate to throw shade, writing, "Rymir's mother was underage when Jay-Z got her pregnant. That's why he won't take a paternity test. He already knows that's his son." That comment exploded, racking up reposts and heated debates about accountability, legality, and what it would mean for Jay-Z's carefully curated image as a family man. But on the flip side, others have jumped to defend him. One defender asked, "What's the point here? People just want to force a man to accept a fake son because he's rich?" Jay-Z is raising 3 kids in a safe, happy home with Beyoncé. Is seeing a strong, stable black family dynasty really so scary to people? That perspective struck a chord too, with some arguing that this entire scandal could be nothing more than a plot to tear down one of the most successful couples in music history. Between Beyoncé's secretive book project, Cat Williams dropping bombs about the truth coming to light, and a public that can't agree on whether Jay-Z is being exposed or targeted, the whole situation is bubbling like a pressure cooker. And if Beyoncé is preparing to break her silence in a memoir, fans know it's going to be explosive. As the paternity battle drags on, Jay-Z's silence is only fueling speculation. Fans are watching closely, and every move, or lack of one, is dissected like evidence in a trial. His refusal to directly address Rymir's claims has people convinced that something deeper is being hidden. Insiders whisper that Jay-Z has been working overtime behind the scenes, trying to keep certain documents sealed and court filings away from the public eye. But in the age of social media, nothing stays buried for long. Adding more fuel to the fire, reports surfaced that Beyoncé recently unfollowed a handful of Jay-Z's longtime business associates on Instagram. Fans instantly linked the move to the lawsuit, speculating that she may be quietly distancing herself from the fallout. If true, this would be a major signal that the power couple's carefully crafted empire could be cracking under the pressure. The entertainment blogs are eating this up, with some even suggesting that the situation could get uglier than Jay-Z's past scandals. Remember when his alleged affairs nearly derailed his marriage and inspired Beyoncé's Lemonade? That was messy enough, but a confirmed secret son? That's on another level entirely. One outlet bluntly reported, if these test results prove Rymir's claim, Jay-Z won't just lose money, he'll lose control of his narrative. Meanwhile, the fans are split down the middle. Some are rooting for Rymir to finally get recognition after decades of being ignored, applauding his persistence as bravery in the face of power. Others think this is nothing but a money grab, pointing out how many people have tried to attach themselves to Jay-Z's name over the years. One skeptical commenter wrote, if this dude really wanted a father, why wait until now? This looks like chasing fame more than chasing truth. But what makes this situation so explosive is Beyoncé's rumored reaction. Multiple sources claim she's been deeply embarrassed and feels blindsided, especially since she's been building her book around her version of the truth. To have a scandal like this pop up while she's trying to protect her family's image, it's the worst timing imaginable. And if Beyoncé does walk away, not only would it be the end of music's most powerful marriage, it would send shockwaves through every brand deal and partnership tied to the Carters. Right now, all eyes are on the July 18th deadline when Jay-Z is legally required to respond to the lawsuit. If he dodges it, the internet will erupt with guilty chants. But if he steps up and takes the test, the truth, whatever it may be, could rewrite everything we thought we knew about hip-hop's royal family. This whole situation is honestly depressing and messy at the same time. The internet is already flooded with old pictures of a young Rymir alongside his mother, his brother, and even a man who some claim was his biological father. But here's the catch. Rymir reportedly went out of his way to get that man tested, and the DNA results came back negative. That only makes the story more intense because it shows that Rymir isn't just chasing a payday or clout, he's been on a real, painful search for the truth about who his father is. Now imagine if the court-ordered paternity test does prove Jay-Z is his dad. The repercussions would be earth-shattering. Not only would it change Jay-Z's entire legacy, but it could flip Beyoncé's world upside down and send shockwaves through the entire music industry. We're talking about the possible downfall of Roc Nation, major sponsorships getting reevaluated, and even artists tied to Jay-Z being forced to pick a side. It wouldn't just be a personal scandal, it would be a cultural earthquake. And while all this unfolds, fans are arguing nonstop. Some people believe Jay-Z has been dodging responsibility for too long and that Rymir deserves answers after 3 decades of fighting. Others say it's suspicious timing, that this might just be a distraction cooked up to smear Jay-Z's name when he's at the peak of his success. The debates are wild. One moment people are screaming, "Happy Father's Day, Harv," and the next they're defending him as a victim of lies and betrayal. What makes this even more emotional is the fact that Rymir hasn't asked for money in these filings and just recognition, just the truth. And when you strip away the celebrity headlines and the gossip, that's what makes it hit harder. At the center of all this chaos is a man who simply wants clarity about his identity while the world watches like it's a high-stakes drama. So now we want to hear from you. Whose side are you on in this situation? Do you think Rymir really is Jay-Z's son, or is this all smoke with no fire? And if Beyoncé does decide to walk away, would that be the end of the Carter empire as we know it? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is far from over and we know you've got opinions. And if you want to keep up with every shocking twist in this saga, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the updates. We'll be back with more drama, more receipts, and more jaw-dropping revelations. See you in the next one.